We couldn't ask for a better matchup for our latest GOHL Spotlight game, powered by Collins Clothiers. Tonight at the Seymour Handa Sports and Entertainment Center, we have Tyler Bielby and the St. Catharines Falcons, who have won 11 of their last 12, facing the Fort Erie Meteors, who, by the way, 15-game winning streak. Should be an incredible battle, Tyler. What are you anticipating tonight?
Yeah, just two teams at the top of the Eastern Conference that just ready to get at it, and it's been that way for several years now. We've got a great rivalry with Fort Erie, and we look forward to seeing each other throughout the season. And here we are, just hours away from getting to do it again.
6 points is what separates you guys in the standings. Then, of course, you've got the Cambridge Redhawks, who are in first place. What's it going to come down to as we get into the stretch drive here? Three teams really battling for that top spot. What are some of the nuances, the differences between those teams?
I think execution will be key, especially after a few months of being together as teams and kind of having these points of the season where you got to see where you're at. It's time for every team to be executing, and I think that will be the difference as we go down the stretch and who defends with more pride. I mean, we've got a few teams in the conference that can really put goals up, and I think when it's all said and done, especially come playoff time, it's going to be who takes more pride in their own zone.
And when it comes to goals against, you and the Meteors, top two in the conference. You've always been a defensive team, Tyler. That's how you got to the Sutherland Cup last year. What's been the defensive mindset to carry that into this year? And who are some of the players that have really executed those details on defense that's allowed you to be at the top of the conference in goals against?
Well, it starts with execution, right? And in the D zone, and we talk about it right from the beginning of the season that it's 100% our way in our zone, and so that message is very clear. And then having guys like Kelvin Petrosky who just buy into that and play that way and play the right way, or Dylan Atkinson, who is so good off the puck to kind of show our new guys what that means to play 100% our way in the D zone. And then we give a little more flexibility as we get further up the ice. But there's not much compromise when it comes down to the blue line down in our zone.
Let's talk about your 20-year-olds a little bit. The one thing I like about that as well, Tyler, is that you got some local flavor there. You got some St. Catharines kids. Just speak about that group and how they've really led you guys this season.
Yeah, our especially our OAs, like our O5s. We've got four born and raised St. Catharines boys in Jordan Schombacher and Sammy Lockyer, Calvin Petrosky, and our captain Mitchell Diemtro. And these kids are of course local to St. Catharines, have grown up in the area. They grew up in our arena watching the St. Catharines Falcons play. It means something to them. We've been together for several years now, and we've got a great relationship, and it's a big part of why I love and come to the rink is watching these older guys make the most of their last season. And it's no surprise the character that comes from within these guys being born and raised in the Niagara region and being St. Catharines kids.
I know we'll have a chance tonight pregame to chat with Jordan Schombacher. Tell me a little bit about this young man. Obviously, a veteran on your team, and I know you have a lot of high praise for him, the game that he plays, and the person that he is.
Yeah, I mean, full circle moment for the Falcons and Jordan Schombacher. He was with us when he was a 16-year-old when we won the Sutherland Cup. So he learned a lot in his first time at it. And he left to some bigger things for a bit and went out and played for Bonnyville in the Alberta Junior League and did a great job, wore a captaincy there. So I mean that speaks, I think, volumes too to the type of kid he is. Not just from the way we recognize it locally, but how maybe they recognized it so quickly. Jordan logs a lot of minutes. In my opinion, he is one of the elite defensemen of the league. He's playing upwards of 25 minutes, and if we have one of the lowest goals against, we chalk up a lot of that effort to the way Jordan Schombacher plays, the way he leads. So agile. His feet are just so impressive, and his one-on-one play is good enough to defend the best players of our league.
We'll chat more about this tonight, Tyler, but the tradition of success that you guys have built with the Falcons organization. You mentioned the Sutherland Cup championship there a couple of years ago. You get to the final last year. The hunger and the motivation for this specific group now is what? To get back there and take that next step.
Yeah, I mean, when you come up two games short, it's tough because you get so close, but then you really have to dissect why you weren't able to get over the finish line. And staying hungry is a big part of getting over that finish line and finding a way to win those two extra games. But it started right in the off season, and it was driven by these 20-year-olds we just talked about, and it's all about winning for them. They've put the crest before their name, and that, we had one of the older guys, shuffled around a little bit on the power play the other day, and he's out blocking shots on the penalty kill in practice, and just showing the guys there's no time for our own feelings at this time of the year. It's about the crest, and it's about winning. And I think that coming up short last year is a big motivator in that mindset for sure.
Total buy-in. That's what you're looking
Yeah,
for as we get into these
yeah.
big games here the next couple of months. Looking forward to seeing it tonight. What a game it should be. The Falcons and the Meteors, the final regular season meeting. Perhaps they will meet in the playoffs again. We'll have to wait and see on that. Puck drop 7 o'clock. Seymour Hanna Sports and Entertainment Center. Hope to see you all there for our latest Spotlight game powered by Collins Clothiers. Appreciate the time, Tyler. See you in a few hours.
Thanks, Darren. Look forward to seeing you.